Libra, this is a bonus love reading because it is the end of your birthday season. And I don't always remember, I usually don't remember to say happy birthday. So this is a special little live for you. The thing is that I tried doing your reading last night. Those of you guys who are new to my channel, I usually post lives. But I tried doing a pre-recorded message for you guys. And YouTube would not upload it. I even left it uploading all night and it just would not upload. So I knew that that wasn't your message. So here I am, back to do your reading, and let's see what comes out. So we'll focus on love, and then we'll see what comes out. We'll see what's good. How y'all doing? Let me know. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see who is surrounding you in love. And we have a candle for our ancestors. All right, for Libra, who is surrounding Libra in love right now? How do they feel about Libra? Ooh, this is similar to the message that came out last night, y'all. I really don't like this, okay? We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. I don't like that. Okay, the Knight of Swords in reverse. Last night, the King of Swords reverse came out. I don't like that. This is a bit of a bully. This is like a narcissist. So there could be a narcissist around you. I don't like that. Okay, why is this coming out? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There is somebody who could have strung you along. I don't like that at all. Ooh. I'm sorry, you guys, that the message is so negative. What is this person's intentions? Now, if you're saying to yourself, oh, I love the person I'm talking to, then this isn't for you. This could also be a past person. Yes, this is a past person. Some of you guys, now remember, I am pulling love, but divinity does what it wants. So sometimes it talks about other things, even though we're trying to pull a specific love message. We have the Six of Cups. So somebody from your past, it might not be a love interest. This is just somebody who is surrounding you. Okay, so what's the advice on this person? What is this person's intentions with Libra? What is this person's intentions? Four of Cups. I don't like that. Four of Cups. This person could be ignoring you. Why is the Four of Cups as their intentions? Why is the Four of Cups as this person's intentions? The Star. Okay. Interesting. So let me see what their actions are. Some of you guys, the message that I was getting last night, honestly, you guys, last night I could not post this message for the life of me. I could not post that video. There was something blocking me from getting this message out. It's because there is a negative energy showing up in your reading. And it's this energy of somebody who just said something cruel to you or who was mean to you. They could even be a narcissist, and I'm not a therapist. So this is the type of person who plays mind games and who's highly abusive. Okay, so if that's not you, this isn't your message. I do feel like the message that came through last night was that your ancestors were trying to prevent you from talking to this person. They're trying to protect you from somebody here who they could even just be simply bored. So I'm going to try and find out why that's there. We have the Two of Cups. I'm telling you, I feel like this person's trying to come around and be friendly with you. Yeah, this person, we have the Temperance. And this is also, I sometimes see the Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with this person here who I'm pulling is probably an air sign, or they have air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or they have earth in their chart. Or they just show up that way. It can be any sign. This is Sagittarius. I see this as an angel here trying to protect you. All right, somebody's trying to protect you. But the Star here, this is, you know, the Temperance and the Star is healing. I feel like some of you guys are in your healing era. This is probably something that happened in the past. Some of you guys could have, you know, had a really toxic relationship in the past or something like that. Okay, so what is this person's actions towards the Libra? I pulled the Four of Cups and a Star in their intentions, which sometimes this, you know, that's like, because the Four of Cups is like, is that all there is? It's like a bored energy. It's like, I am bored. And then the Star is like hope and healing. So, and then, yeah, this person wants to talk to you. They could just be bored in their lives. They could be unfulfilled in their lives, and they're coming in, they want to talk. What else is in there? Actually this same card came out last night in the message that I was trying to upload on YouTube that I wouldn't let me upload. So Page of Wands coming out again. We are going to be, you guys, November. Hi, I don't do free readings on YouTube anymore. I'm sorry. So this is a general collective reading. So yes, Page of Wands came out last night in that reading that I couldn't upload. Some of you guys could have had this person blocked, or there's blocks in communication, or there's little to no communication. All right, let's get some advice for this. I was saying before, November, we are going to have a retrograde in November, so this could be a time people pop up. I feel like if this message resonates to you, where you were dealing with somebody toxic or narcissistic or verbally, mentally abusive, this person could be wanting to pop up. Now, just because this comes out in a reading now doesn't mean it's going to happen. We pick up on people's intentions. They don't necessarily act on it, especially if you have them blocked. Queen of Wands. So the advice for you, if this is relating to you, is to have confidence. Okay, the Nine of Wands is a very confident person. It's a witchy. Like, for some of you guys, the advice is to do a protection spell. I feel like a lot of you have been trying to heal Libra. King of Wands. Yeah, so this is just saying with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, this is interesting. This is a divine union. This person is not your person that I'm pulling. If this is this is past energy, okay? You are being divinely guided to a better relationship. Have confidence that there's someone better out there for you if this is relating to you, okay? It doesn't always have to be romantic. I could be pulling on somebody else who is like a family member or relative here, but either way, if you dealt with somebody who was abusive and toxic who pops back up, that's not your person, okay? You're trying to be protected. Your guys are trying to protect you. That's why things didn't work out. And in the advice is like, if this person, there was somebody who abandoned you, is trying to come back, just protect yourself, because there's somebody better who's trying to come in. But I feel like some of you guys are still on that healing journey, okay? King of Wands, Queen of Wands, you're still on that healing journey. And I think that you guys know the way that this works, okay? I feel like because we have the star and the Temperance, if you believe in law of attraction, the way that it works is the minute that you start finally feeling good, you start finally transmuting that pain and the trauma and the abuse, you start realizing your part in it. Like, I'm not victim blaming here, but what I'm saying is that the way the law of attraction is that we attract what we believe that we deserve. So if you had, you know, a toxic or abusive ex, you have to, you know, realize, have the awareness that, like, I didn't set enough boundaries. I wasn't confident enough. Things like that. I'm not saying you specifically, but once you start to realize your patterns that attract these type of people, that's when you start to release them. But that's also when they come back, because the way that these monitoring spirits, the way that these abusers work, is they kind of try and keep control and leverage over you by keeping you down, keeping your confidence down, keeping your self-worth down. So the minute that you start building your self-worth, the minute that you start realizing patterns that attract these type of people, and you start releasing that, transmuting that, that's when you're tested with somebody coming back in. Like, oh yeah, you think you're over me? Oh yeah. So I want to kind of get off that because it's nasty, and I want to move on to something good. So that energy is around you. And if you know, you know, because energy entanglement is real. So some of you guys could feel that. You could feel that, like, some days you're feeling good, other days you're feeling bad. That's not your energy. Send that energy back, okay? Because somebody is definitely showing up because they're bored. You've seen their true colors, right? All right, so let's move on. I want to get a positive message for my Libra crew. All right, I'm telling you, that message, there was something trying to prevent me from getting that message out. I tried to upload that video, you guys, 3 times last night, and it even was uploading overnight, and it just would not upload. So protect yourself, you guys. Somebody out there doesn't want you to know. They don't want you to heal. But I feel like you guys are, the collective is healing. This is the last year where people on the collective will be struggling with this narcissistic thing. Like, there is so much awareness here, because we are in the year number 9, and next year is year number 10. And the year number 10 is an ending, but it also a beginning. So people are leveling up, okay? We're all leveling up. Next year is going to be a really good year for the collective. Let's see. Let's get some new energy. Let's see if there's anyone new coming in for the Libra crew. Any of you who are single, ready to mingle, okay? Or if you're currently talking to anyone, we'll pull the energy. Hi there. I'm in. I don't do free readings on YouTube anymore, but you can email me for a private paid session. Okay. Those of you who are single, well, let's see what your next relationship is. Let's see who the next relationship is coming in for the Libra crew. For the Libra crew. Okay, 7 of Cups. So this is choices, this is options, but this is also daydreaming and a little bit of confusion there. So for some of you guys, now, if you are not interested in anyone new, this isn't for you. But also, I always tell this to people, if you do want a relationship, a new one, a better one, you have to completely close the door on the last one, but you also have to be seen. You can't be afraid to put yourself out there, and you can't be afraid to go up to the people that you like, ask them out on a date. You have to put yourself out there. So some of you Libras could be doing that. You could be putting yourself out there. I see that there could be many people interested in you. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Also, 6 of Pentacles is charity, but it's also breadcrumbing. So just be careful that to not waste too much time on people who don't match your energy. Okay. The Moon. We have the Moon here. Some of you guys, I feel like, are still dealing with sadness. I'm not going to lie. We have the Moon. No, you won't be able to read it. I'll read it to you. In this deck, there's the Moon and the 8 of Cups. Some of you guys are in this place of emotional drain, okay? We all have our best guides within us. If only we would listen. Yes, so you have to believe in the visions that you get, because your guides are trying to guide you. And right now they're trying to get you to leave something, because I feel like some of you guys could be dealing with sadness here. Yes. 5 of Cups. We have, you pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope. Some of you guys are, could still be kind of sad about something. There could be some depression that you're dealing with, or some heavy feelings here. Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands. There's something here that's holding you down. This is very heavy. So, okay, let's get some advice on this. If you're still grieving a past relationship, that's definitely going to block your blessings in love. This, you know what? This is so funny because the 4 of Cups came out in the last spread. This could absolutely be your energy. This comes out a lot in the collective, that the thing is that, like, I want love, but I'm not happy with the people who are interested in me. I don't want them. I want that person. So this is something that I see deeply, on a deep level, for all the signs. Somebody here, there's probably one particular person that you're putting all your energy on. Honestly, I can't help you with that. You have to close that out in your heart. Because what that does is that makes you emotionally unavailable. That puts you in a place of emotional unavailability. So a lot of you guys could be feeling emotionally unavailable because of something that you went through, right? You could also be burdened by the responsibilities that you have. I want to get a positive message here. I'm so sorry that it's negative today. Anything positive for the Libra crew? I feel like your guides are trying to help you with this. The thing is that, like, we have to be internally validating ourselves Here it is. Here's something new. There's something to look forward to here, you guys. So, because I feel like some of you guys, and I'm really sorry if you're experiencing sadness or disappointment or depression here, or feeling like emotionally unfulfilled, because the thing is that you're going to attract that. So we have to have some kind of hope and inspiration for yourself, because you're going to attract who you are. Okay, so, and I cannot stress this enough, you guys. If you're not over someone, you're never going to be able to attract someone. That's not the way that it works. If you attract anyone during that period of time where you're still grieving someone or you're still feeling disappointed, they're going to either match that energy that you're putting out, or they're going to be exactly like the person that you're grieving, because you haven't done the inner work yet. So, and if this isn't easy. Hi VS Ivani, thank you so much for subscribing. I do feel like there is something new that's trying to come in, but you have to raise your frequency. You have to raise your awareness of your thoughts, and you have to trust that the divine has, if there's something that's been removed from your life, or there's something that didn't work in your life, okay, because I'm seeing that, you know, for you guys here, right now, you're being leveled up. The Seven of Cups, the number 7 in numerology is the mystic. It's the psychic abilities. It's the developing your intuition. And I feel like, you know, if you're having a crash out, as the kids say, that is a spiritual, that's, what do I call that? Spiritual awareness. It's an awakening. It's an activation. You're having an activation right now, that you're realizing that you can't stay on this wavelength anymore, because if you do, it's more disappointment. There's something amazing coming in here for you, though. I want you guys to have hope and to have healing, to be able to transmute the pain and the disappointment that you experienced. The Ace of Pentacles is amazing. This is a cycle completion. The thing is that in this deck, this is 2 cards in 1, you guys. I love this deck. Those of you who read tarot, this is Jane Austen, the reader, the author. So this is like persuasion characters, but this is 2 cards in 1. We have the World and the Ace of Cups. Just as I was saying before, one door closes and a window opens. But you have to completely close the door to the past. So that means the past hurt, the past pain, the past disappointment. The book author, yes. The book author, Jane Austen. This is a tarot deck based on Jane Austen. So, and I love it. So, yes, because we are entering 2026 in a few months, the World card's going to be coming out a lot, because it's the end of the year. And this is the last card of the tarot, the World. It's a new phase beginning. It's also a celebration, like a New Year's celebration. You know what? 2026, I'm not looking back. I'm not going to be sad about the relationships that didn't work out, because divine was guiding me. And I'm going to find something to feel hopeful and happy about. Even if it's just that, you know what? I woke up today and that's a miracle. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I woke up today and that's a miracle. And there's something major coming in for the collective. Ace of Pentacles is like something satisfying here. Because let's face it, you guys, if you're in this 4 of Cups energy, 8 of Cups, you know, I want to walk away from sadness, disappointment. If you were in that energy, then that timeline wasn't meant, you weren't meant to stay on that timeline. So now you can be in the timeline if you completely close the door on something that didn't work for you. New timeline. Fulfillment. Satisfaction. Stability. Ace of Pentacles I sometimes see as a career message, but there's going to be something to celebrate here. Let's see what this Ace of Pentacles is. What is this Ace of Pentacles for the Libra crew? But yeah, so we're going to be seeing the World card coming out in a lot of different tarot readings, because we're approaching the end of the year. I don't know, those of you guys, I put out a video it's under my podcast. It's called How to Watch Tarot. Basically, how to get the most out of tarot readings is you have to understand that when we do these videos on here, they're collective energy. So it's basically picking up on all of the energies of all the people in the world. So That's why we see certain cards coming out for all the signs, because we are all going through this. We're all going through this karmic cycle ending, generational trauma breakers, so that, we can get to the next level of activation in our life. The good things, the satisfaction. I'm not struggling with that same old thing that my family's been struggling with anymore. And that could be, for example, my family, the women in my family, not all of them, but a lot of them have trouble picking healthy partners because of chaos. So that's something that I'm breaking, that we're breaking. We're slowly breaking. And next year, you could see the growth for that, for you, whatever it is that you're overcoming, whatever your generational traumas or curses are. It's going to be different for all of you guys. But this looks really good. Oh, and guess what, Libra? This is yours. This is you. This is your tarot card. Thanks, everybody, for subscribing. I really appreciate y'all. So this is the Justice. This is the Eight of Swords. So I feel like this is interesting because I don't want to fear monger here. There could be someone around you who has a past, a history of, maybe going to the slammer. But also the Eight of Swords is anxiety. It's negative self-talk. So with the Justice here, this is your energy, Libra. You guys are not the confrontational, type. If you have Libra in your sun, moon, or rising, the Libras, not only are you guys very beautiful people, generally, but you don't like fighting, you don't like arguing, right? So I feel like the thing that's coming in new for you is for you to maybe stop overthinking, or come out of a place where, listen, if you had abusive relationships, this is a time where you're healing that, okay? Because I was picking up on some negativity. This can also be how you talk to yourself, right? Because like I was saying before, we have to be aware of the things that we do that attracts these type of people. So you could be the type of person to be really hard on yourself. You could have what is negative self-talk? That's when you say bad things about yourself. That's when you're a hard critic on yourself. So I feel like a lot of you guys are healing that, okay? So we're healing imposter syndrome, healing anxiety, healing negative self-talk, learning to believe in yourself more, okay? Maybe you even have some anxiety, or some of you guys, I'm hearing PTSD. If you have went through something traumatic, then I feel like if there's some PTSD or anxiety or something like that, I feel like you guys could be learning to manage that next year, and it's going to help you in every kind of way possible. So I feel like you guys are becoming more stable in your environment. So for some of you guys, that's in your relationships. For some of you guys, that's in your money. I say this all the time on here. Your money is affected by your relationships, and your relationships are affected by your financial standing. Those two things go together. So if your finances are a mess, it's going to be difficult for you to attract somebody who is wealthy. And if your relationships are a mess, that's going to affect your work. So those two things are correlated. So when you heal one, you're healing the other. Because let's face it, if you boss up, Libra, if you boss up, and let's say, you know what, I know this one Libra that I used to work with at a law firm when I lived in California. She was a Libra, and she was going to school to become a lawyer. And her she was engaged to be married. So when she gets that degree, that's going to be positive for her relationship. So what I'm saying is that if you're leveling up in your life, you're not going to want to lower your standards with the type of people that you allow into your life, because you don't want, like, for example, if you're used to dating the type of person who is, I don't know, has a history, or is a cheater, or is a liar, or who just doesn't do much with their life, and you get a really good job, that type of person could really ruin that, opportunity for you. So what I'm saying here is that I feel like you're leveling up both areas of your life because they affect one another, okay? Oh, you're a Cancer? Cool. Yes, abundance. So So that's what I'm saying. So that girl who was going to school to be a lawyer, she was engaged to be married. And it looks good. You have a higher standard for yourself when you're doing better when you're doing better in your life, because you feel better about your life. So if you don't feel good about your life or the things that you're doing, then your standards are going to be lower because you think that you don't deserve more. So change that and see what it does for your romantic relationships. I do feel like, listen, I feel like you're shifting timelines, Libra, okay? And I feel like you're trying to find things that make you feel good, people. And I think that's going to come in for you with the Ace of Pentacles to the Justice card to the Three of Pentacles. People who are more collaborative. If you are afraid, like in the past, I feel like if you were afraid in the past to work with other people, you could be pursuing some kind of opportunity where you're working with other people. And if it's not that, if this is about a love thing, so like this isn't very lovey-dovey right now, but it could be, it could be that you're leveling up, raising your standards, trying to attract people who plan dates, who work with you, things like that. Not many are. Yes, I love that. I am forever a lone spirit, and in the end, you're one with the Creator. Well, that's amazing. I love that. So there's a level up here for the Libra. It's not a very lovey-dovey message, I'm not going to lie, because I feel like some of you guys are blocking that right now. So, but let's see if there's, I'm still trying to get a love message, a positive love message for you guys. It's hard. Let's switch decks here. I'm telling you, a lot of you guys, the reason that I'm not able to get a love message, it keeps telling me the same thing. This is the third deck that I've pulled. This King of Swords, Knight of Swords person is still in your energy. We have the Lovers reversed, okay? The Lovers reversed is exactly what it sounds like. It's a relationship it's a chaotic relationship. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. It's affecting your money too. So you have to get that energy out of your life. I'm not telling you to break up with someone. It's up to you. But if your relationships are a mess, it's going to be hard for you to level up your career. Okay, so that's just all I'm going to say. This is Gemini energy, Capricorn energy. But it come on reversed. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So yeah. Some of you guys could kind of be impatient as well. I feel like there's this impatient energy for you to hear from somebody in particular. Okay, so what is this person feeling? Those of you who are talking to someone new, I'll pull a message for that. Because right now I'm pulling past energy, so. Let's see. For those Libras who are talking to somebody. Ace of Swords. Ooh, actually this looks good. Listen, if you are not dealing with a chaotic relationship, some of you guys, there's kind of an impatient energy for communication here. So some of you guys could be anxious attachers, like waiting to hear back from somebody here. Okay, so how does this person feel? There is a sense of holding back. Okay, I feel like, listen, if there is somebody new who you just met, or if you're dating and you're like anxious to hear back from them, I feel like this person is refraining on purpose. The Strength card. I don't know why. Why are they holding back? Some of you guys, it could be nerves. You know, when you first meet someone and you don't want to message them too much because you don't want to scare them off. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. Ooh, also, okay. Okay, it's time to wrap it up. Libra, I'm sorry, but somebody here is really hurt and guarded. So if you're talking to somebody new, or if you're still, as I was saying before, if you're still grieving someone, you could attract somebody who's still grieving someone. Because I'm picking up on someone who has been rejected or who has been hurt and is really guarded right now. So if there's somebody new that you're talking to and they're not messaging you the way that you want, they have been hurt, or they're either afraid of rejection or they've been hurt before. So That's just a message. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card and I'm going to get on out of here, you guys. It doesn't look like a whole lot of new coming in, except in your career, it could blow up. I feel like the main message that's coming through for you guys is healing. Healing your mind and potentially healing your finances. I am picking up on a past person for love. Not much in the new department, except for potentially somebody who's either guarded or who's getting over something. So that's kind of all I'm picking up on there. All right. Let's see what we have. Ooh, I knew it. Release. This says release. Let go. When we release our attachment to the outcome, we allow the power of grace to work its magic. I was literally saying that there's somebody that you have to release here, but this is also releasing attachment, loving without attachment. So that's kind of what that means is when you meet someone new, for example, it's important not to get too attached to the outcome and to just enjoy them, because when you meet someone new and you automatically are like concerned that they're going to leave you or wondering where it's going to go, that puts pressure on the relationship. So don't be afraid if something doesn't work out, but also try and practice love with non-attachment. You can look that up. It's a Buddhist philosophy. Thank you, Vitality. Yes. To love without attachment. Listen. When we feel overly here we go with attachment again. When we feel overly attached to an outcome, it's simply an indication that we need to reconnect with our wise self. Some of you guys could have anxious attachment because these two cards are both talking about attachment. You could be heavily attached to somebody right now and it's affecting your energy field. So we want to release that attachment. Okay. Anything else, spirit, angels, and guides? Ooh! Yes! Chant. Take the leap. Divine protection is always by our side. I feel like some of you guys are starting a new cycle going into 2026. So that new cycle could be anything, right? You're like releasing the past version of yourself where you were anxious and attached, or where you were hurt, and you're, stepping into this new era where you practice loving with non-attachment and where you're not afraid to take a leap with new people and connections, and leveling up in your work as well, because as I was explaining before, when you feel good about the things that you're doing, it affects your relationship in a positive way. It affects your self-esteem and your confidence. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. This message kind of went on, but I hope that you got something out of it and that it raised your vibration in a positive manner. And I will see you all next time. Happy birthday, Libras. Bye.